Hey, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, social media, wherever you're viewing this from. Today I want to give you 3 tips for working with a draftsman so that you get the desired plan that you want to maximise your sale price at the end of your renovation project. Also, to make sure that it all runs smoothly and that no one gets annoyed with each other. Although, when you're working with a draftsman, most likely both of you at some time will get annoyed with each other. Okay, so here we go. Let's get started. All right, tip number 1 is that you really should know the person in mind that is going to buy your house before you even start your renovation. So this will really help you working with a draftsman because you know who you're going to be selling it to, right? So you know how you're going to be designing the house to suit that person's desires. So the first thing you should do is to really study the area that you're living in and study all the houses that are in that area and know what people are buying in the area and what kind of houses they are buying. Okay, so do a bit of research, have a real think about who this person is. You know, they could be a first home buyer, they could be a second home buyer, you know, there could be a married couple with kids or without kids, or young double dinks, you know, double income, no kids. So you really got to know who this person is or people before you even get started on designing the home, because you're going to have that person in mind at every stage of the renovation process. Okay, so it's really, really important that you have this person in mind at the design stage when you're speaking with the draftsman. Okay, so that is tip number 1. All right, tip number 2 lead on from number 1. Get a real estate agent to look at your house and what you want to do, and really give you some insights about the area. So they're going to tell you once you've got someone in your mind about who you're going to be selling to, the real estate agent's going to give you a few tips about the area and whether that particular person is actually buying and selling in that area, right? The other thing is they're going to tell you whether you're going to do a 3-bedroom 1 bath, a 3-bedroom 2 bath, a 4-bedroom 2 bath, 4-bedroom 3 bath, whatever. They're going to actually start to tell you your best bang for buck for the size of the project that you're about to do. So for example, we got a real estate agent that was quite knowledgeable in this area, and he sat us down and said, look, you're looking at doing a 4-bedroom 2 bathroom renovation on this project. He said, look, probably scale it back to a 3-bedroom 2 bath. And we went through the numbers and we went through all the details of the project and what we were looking at doing. And in the end, he's probably going to be right. We're going to make just the same amount of profit out of a 3-bedroom 2 bath as we would have by spending all that extra money on making this project a 4-bedroom 2 bath. So it really does pay to engage a real estate agent early on. Because they know the area, they know who's buying, and they know that how much you're going to get at the end of the project, and whether it's worthwhile spending the extra on doing a bigger project or a smaller project. So once you've done all this market research and you've gathered up all the information on your suburb and what type of house is going to sell in your suburb, also you've thought about the person who's going to buy your house and you have that design in mind, right? You want to take that to the draftsman and start to talk to them about your plans, who's going to buy the house, what kind of features that they want in that house, in this house, and really be detailed and thorough with the draftsman. Nothing annoys a draftsman more than when you go to them and go, I'm not really sure what to do, I really don't know, and you're a bit uncertain, and they just get really frustrated. They've got other clients they're working with, actually one thing that really occurred to me through this process was that at the start I was like, look, this draftsman is a real pain. He's not that good. He ended up not being that good anyway, but he was just a bit annoying, and he was blunt, and he was rude, and all that kind of thing. And then it occurred to me that, I was probably just as annoying to him as he was to me. So, look, the thing I really learned about working with this guy was that you really need to know exactly what you want, right? You need to provide that information to him, and he's going to give you, or she is going to give you the feedback, right, based on their knowledge of what they think you should do. So they might give you some really valid feedback, and it might be like perfect, and you go, oh, I didn't think of that. Take that on board. But if they give you some feedback that's rubbish, like, for example, you see that back wall there? They wanted us to put a walk-in wardrobe right there where my finger is, right in the middle of the living room. That was a silly idea. So I told him, that's a silly idea. I don't like it. And he got offended. But hey, you know, that's life. We're all big boys and girls. We can handle a bit of offensive talk every now and then. Right. So be very, very thorough with your draftsman. Okay, so that is tip number 3. So let's recap. Tip number 1, know who you're going to sell to. Tip number 2, engage a real estate agent early on so you know the type of house that you're going to do to renovate as far as what your end project is going to look like. And tip number 3, be very, very direct and concise with your draftsman. Know exactly what you want when you give them that information, okay? So all those 3 tips, when you start working with a draftsman, they will love you or hate you. Either way, they'll be very happy to work with you, and you'll have a quick turnaround and maximize your dollar at the end when you go to sell your project. Thanks for listening, and please subscribe to this channel. Buzz me on Instagram, DM me, all that kind of jazz. Also, I'm on Facebook. So yeah, look, leave any comments. I'd love to know about your projects, and also tag me in any projects that your friends are doing and that are posting up online. I'd love to comment on them and see what they're doing, as I'm always open to check out other people's renovations. All right, so thanks again, and I'll talk to you guys soon.